On July 22, 1991, Dahmer approached three men and offered them $100 if they would follow him to his apartment to take naked pictures, drink beer, and hang out with him. Tracy Edwards, a 32-year-old member of the group, consented to go with him to his flat. Edwards noticed a bad smell as soon as he walked into Dahmer's apartment, as well as several boxes of hydrochloric acid lying on the floor, which Dahmer claimed to use for cleaning bricks. After a brief exchange of words, Edwards responded to Dahmer's request to turn his head to look at his tropical fishes. Dahmer put a handcuff around his wrist. A shocked Edward asked him what was happening. Edwards was instructed to go with Dahmer to the bedroom where they would pose for nude photos after Dahmer's attempt to cuff Edwards' wrists together failed. Edwards noticed posters of naked men on the wall in the bedroom and that a videotape of The Exorcist III was playing. In the corner, he noticed a blue 57-gallon drum with a powerful stink coming from it. Dahmer was said to have pointed a knife at Edwards and said he was going to take nude pictures of him. Edwards loosened his shirt, offering to let Dahmer do so in exchange of him taking off the handcuffs and putting the knife away. Dahmer simply shifted his gaze to the TV in response to Edwards' promise. Edwards watched Dahmer shouting and rocking back and forth before he finally turned his attention to Edward. He put his head on Edwards' chest, listened to his heartbeat, and told Edwards he was going to eat his heart while pressing the knife against his skin. In an attempt to stop Dahmer from attacking him, Edwards repeatedly told him that he was his friend and that he would not run away. Although, at the first opportunity, Edwards had made up his mind to either dash through the unlocked front door or leap out of a window. After saying he had to go to the restroom, Edwards requested permission to drink a beer in the air-conditioned living room. When Edwards came out of the restroom, Dahmer agreed, and they made their way to the living room. Edwards waited inside the living room until he saw Dahmer suffer a brief break of focus before asking to use the bathroom once more. Edwards noticed Dahmer wasn't holding the handcuffs when he got up from the couch, so he hit him in the face to throw him off balance and fled out the front door. On July 22, at 11:30 p.m., Edwards stopped two Milwaukee police officers, Rolf Mueller and Robert Routh, at the intersection of North 25th Street. When the cops noticed that Edwards had a handcuff on his wrist, he told them that a freak had put the cuffs on him and requested that they be taken off by the police. After the handcuff keys of the offices failed to fit the brand of handcuffs, Edwards agreed to go with the cops to Dahmer's apartment where he had spent the previous 5 hours before escaping for his dear life. When the police officers and Edwards arrived to apartment 213, Dahmer welcomed them inside and admitted that he had handcuffed Edwards, though he gave no reason for doing so. At this point, Edwards revealed to the police that Dahmer had also threatened him with a huge knife while they were in the bedroom. While signaling to one of the officers, Mueller, that the key to the handcuffs was in his bedside drawer, Dahmer said nothing in response to this information. Dahmer tried to block Mueller as he entered the bedroom so he could get the key himself, but Routh, the second officer there, told him to back off. Mueller noticed a huge knife under the bed in the bedroom. Upon a closer look, he discovered that the open drawer held dozens of Polaroid images, many of which depicted human bodies in various states of mutilation. The decor, according to Mueller, suggested they had been photographed in the same apartment where they were standing. He entered the living room to show his partner. Dahmer struggled with the officers in an effort to avoid being arrested when he noticed that Mueller was holding many of his Polaroids. He was swiftly subdued by the cops, who then handcuffed him and requested the assistance of a second squad car. A black male's freshly cut head was on the bottom shelf of the refrigerator when Mueller finally opened it. As Dahmer lay pinned on the floor beneath Routh, he turned his head towards the officers and muttered the words, "For what I did, I should be dead." A more detailed search of the apartment, conducted by the Milwaukee Police's Criminal Investigation Bureau, revealed a total of 4 severed heads in Dahmer's kitchen. A total of 7 skulls, some painted, some bleached, were found in Dahmer's bedroom and inside a closet. Investigators discovered collected blood drippings upon a tray at the bottom of Dahmer's refrigerator, plus 2 human hearts and a portion of arm muscle, each wrapped inside plastic bags upon the shelves. In Dahmer's freezer, investigators discovered an entire torso, plus a bag of human organs and flesh stuck to the ice at the bottom. Investigators also found 2 complete skeletons, 2 severed hands, 2 preserved penises, a mummified scalp, and 3 more dismembered torsos dissolving in acid in the 57-gallon drum in Dahmer's apartment. They also discovered 74 Polaroid photos showing Dahmer's victims being dismembered. The chief medical examiner later said, in relation to the recovery of body parts and artifacts at 924 North 25th Street, it was more like dismantling someone's museum than an actual crime scene. This was how Jeffrey Dahmer was arrested. More series on his personality and lifestyle will be released on this channel. Make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you all in the next series.